Hello there. So today I thought I'd show you some improvements I've made to the rats area, starting with some additions to their little box castle. Before it was this Pringles box, this box, this box, and this box. So I added a little balcony up top, as well as a kind of little tunnel in here to go in this area, and then they can either come out here or go in through this tunnel. And then over on the other side, I added this so they can come in through here, and then there's this little window here. They can pop up here, they can pop up in here, and then there's a hole right here to go back in here. And I kind of made this a little more sturdy so they could actually use it to climb up. So that's kind of fun. And then the other thing I did was I rearranged my my storage cube things to make my space, my play space, way bigger. I realized that if I moved it up against the wall, I could use a bunch of those to make it bigger. So I did have to take one and tape it to the wall because I don't currently have sockets in here covering the wiring. So if that's a kind of a temporary solution to protect them from the wiring, that's not live, it's off, but I just, they don't need to be chewing on wiring. So that's covered. But yeah, now they have way more space, and I did duct tape it over here just to make sure that this was kind of supported and that they wouldn't be able to escape. I think the next thing I'm going to do is take off that back wall over there and duct tape it over there and try and use these to raise all of these by one level so that it's a little bit higher, because I think if they this isn't really high enough. If they tried, they could jump out here, which makes me really nervous. So I have to watch them really closely when they're in here. So that's going to be the next thing on my list. But I'm gonna try and put this whole monstrosity in there for them. And then I kind of made their digging area a more permanent fixture, since one of these is a grow light, so I think the grass will do okay. I see some new sprouts. Bisbin's checking it out. So I brought just like a little spray bottle so I can water it every now and again. Oh, there he goes. He's in there, checking it all out. Tribble looks like he's coming to maybe give it a little explore too. And I'm not sure where in this I'm gonna move the cage, because Fizbin just climbed up to the very top of it, which made me very nervous. So I want it to be somewhere where if they climb it, they can't then get out, because that's dangerous. But then I also don't want, I might put it right there with like the back against that area of the wall, now that the wiring is covered, and I won't have to worry about the wires like ending up inside their cage for them to chew on and things like that. So I may move it over there so that it's pretty much far away from every border, so that they can't get out. Because I think even if I moved it into that corner, at the moment, if they climbed it and jumped on from there onto that, they could just walk along here and get out. Which, again, will be solved once I end up moving all that. But for now, I'm not sure when I'm going to do that. So, but yeah, Fizbin always really likes it in there. All that food on the floor over there was all the stuff he had stashed in there. So he likes to stash food in here and stuff. So I actually think he's kind of annoyed that I changed it around a little bit. He says, wait a minute. But yeah, they're having a good time. They have way more space now, so I could move all of the tall stuff into the center so that it wasn't too close to these where I was starting to get nervous about them jumping out and stuff like that. So, especially with Fizbin's biting, because Fizbin is the most brave and the most likely to jump out of something, to try and jump out, and then if he did get out, it would be very hard to catch him because he's a biter, so he's having a good time in there though. I try to save like every box I have so that they can keep playing in there. Yeah, so I think they're enjoying it. I brought them, you can't really see because they ate most of it, but I brought them some baby spinach yesterday that I had in there, and I brought them some peppers today that I haven't put in yet, but they're, my plexiglass barrier kind of completely failed. I really need to, measure in there so that I can retrim it and glue it together to make a full base that sits on the inside instead of on the outside, because it's just clearly not going to work. I should just take it all off, and you can see the mess that comes with all the bedding being kicked out, which is what I was hoping that would prevent, but it won't stay that way, so I'm gonna have to keep working on that. Yeah, it's nice them having a little more space, because it seems like because there's more space, Tribble can come out of the cage and kind of run around and explore, and he doesn't always kind of impose on Fizban's space, so Fizban doesn't always chase him back immediately, so that's been nice. But they seem like they've been enjoying the current layout, getting around pretty good. Hey buddy, you having a good time? Yeah, I think that's all for tonight. Just a little fun, a little more space, some new boxes, some new things to explore. Keeping them busy, keeping them active. I don't know what he's doing in there. It's like I wish it was more open so that I could see better what he's doing, but I think then he wouldn't like it as much because it wouldn't be as cozy. Are you gonna try and go in there, Tribble? No? Yeah, he generally avoids this box because Fizban has kind of claimed it as his, and Fizban usually chases him away from it, so he usually doesn't bother with it, but it's still fun to see him enjoy something that you spend some time on for them. I mean, obviously I didn't slave over this, it's just cardboard and duct tape, but I thought about it and I put a little effort into it and I made it for him. You know, I could have just recycled all this cardboard, but I've been saving it. And it's just nice to see that appreciated. All right, so that's all for tonight. Say good night, Tribble. Good night.